Morning to you all, and welcome back to the Namaste experience on this beautiful Monday morning. It's so great to join with you, to feel this sacred joining, the way that we are forever joined as one in holiness and grace, and we are going to celebrate that today and all week. That's what this is meant to be, is a celebration, and we're going to have some fun and inspiring ways to celebrate. Oh, I can see Vicky and whoever that is. Vicky, good morning. I'll just bring you on real quick. Who is it that you have with you
Our
this?
sister Elaine, Jimmy.
Oh my God, it's Elaine. Oh,
Hi, everyone.
oh, Elaine is another one of our wonderful Ahihik residents who is going to be with Vicky this morning. I'm so excited to have you both. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to begin by sharing our morning prayer, and then we'll dive right in. So please join me with as much energy as you can muster. Here we go. Beloved one, I am the holy home of love itself, the dwelling place of peace and light. Joy quickens my heart as I release every limitation and step fully into love. Here I rest in you and you in me, forever one, all in all. Amen. So here we go. As many of you know, a week or so ago, Vicky and I joined a very large group of our dear brothers and sisters in Wisconsin, those who had lived with and have been associated with the master teacher. And as you know, I had lived there for a couple of years. Vicky had been there as well for quite a while, and many, many other people who are with us now, who have popped into this experience of light and just maintain it together. We're just kind of coming together and breathing oxygen onto that fire to keep it burning bright. And that's what we did the entire week that we were there in Wisconsin. And it reinvigorated me with the energy and the transformation that we were shown and given through the master teacher. And so I, always looking for a way to express things creatively, have decided that this week I'm going to be sharing some fun examples of that experience designed to bring us into the experience of what it means to be awake, of returning to our source. In fact, that is going to be the subject of our song, our video this morning, returning to our source. So I'm going to invite you to express this in whatever way you want. If you want to get up and move and dance and feel and vibrate, don't hesitate to do that. If you're called to sit still, hmm, I just saw I have a spot here in my shirt. If you're called to sit still, then sit still. But just don't, the key is not to hold back. The key is to give everything. The key is to open totally. Nothing that needs to be withheld here. Give everything to that infinite ocean of grace so that you can return to that source. So here we go. I hope you enjoy this video.
We're returning to our source. We're returning to our source. There is nothing but your own mind. There is nothing but your own mind. I guarantee you this is true. moment totally. Time is only happening each moment totally. Time is only happening each moment totally. The atonement is nothing but the holy instant accumulated. It has to begin with the subtraction of your persona.
It has to happen with the subtraction of your persona. Let's begin right there. We're returning to our source, to the beginning, to the genesis of our creation as one with all that is. And yet, here we are in the generation of this separate persona, this person that appears to be a body that expresses itself physically and emotionally and all these other ways, asserts itself into time and says, "This is who I am." And yet, we can feel now there is an energy of collapse within that expression that says, "Mm-mm, no, it's not. That's not who I am. I am all that is. I am the whole thing, not through this body form and personality. I am all there is in every moment, in every expression. I am that. I am the holy extension of love itself." And coming into a direct experience of this. This is the accumulation of the holy instance that he described. It has to come through an accumulation where we realize this is all that is happening. The holy instant is happening at every moment, but it's through my willingness to pop through my persona, to pop through the shell of what I call me, through the cracks in that shell so that more and more light come in. It is through this that I realize that the holy instant is happening all around me every moment. If I would but give myself to it, if I would but surrender. I imagine it like this mighty river, and this river of such power and passion is roaring next to me. And yet here I am sitting at the side in a desert, sitting at the side of this great river, afraid of what might happen if I just give myself to it, if I dive in. Well, I'll tell you what'll happen. You'll dive in. It will take hold of you. That holy instant will take hold of you and will pull you effortlessly to the infinite ocean of grace. We can call that God or love or whatever the heck we want to call it. It doesn't matter because it calls you. It's calling you right now to return to love. Why not now? This is the only moment there is. This holy instant is happening all around you. So why not return to your source right now? Return to love. I mean, can you think of anything better? If you can, please tell me, because the thing is, we think that we imagine things that are better, and just for an instant, they bring a heightened sort of response, and yet then it's gone. And I find myself right back to this moment where I'm saying, what is happening? Well, what is happening is you're waking up. You're waking up to reality. You're waking up to remembering that you are the holy, perfect child of God, complete and healed and whole. That you are shining in the reflection of God's love. Isn't that all you need to know? Of course, the next step is to give that away, to see that everywhere, because that's the only way that you can continue to see it in yourself, to give it away, to be the source. So a couple of days ago, I was reading a book that I have always loved, and it's a continuation in a way of A Course in Miracles, or maybe you could say a commentary on A Course in Miracles. It's called Return to Love. No, it's not called Return to Love. Maybe it's called Return. Yeah, whatever. The thing is, when you get pulled into that infinite stream, that river, thoughts just begin to disperse and just begin to dissolve. Isn't that a wonderful thing to know that you don't have to maintain the thought itself? You don't have to hold it all together because it's holding you all together. Journey Beyond Words. That's the book. I knew it would come to me. It all comes to you. Everything you need comes to you easily, automatically. You don't need to force it. You see, we've been convinced for a long time that we need to hold it together. I have this practice now, and maybe some of you experience this as well. When I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing, and there's a thought that is like right there, but it's not coming to me. Maybe it's someone's name, or maybe it's something that should be right there, and yet it's not. Usually, what we do is oh, okay, I got to get that, and I work hard to remember. Oh, I remember that. I remember that person's name. I remember whatever that situation was, and we work hard to pull it back. And all we're really doing is we're pulling back perception, the separate split perception of the split mind, as opposed to just breathing into the expansiveness of, I don't know anything. Just let it go and feel the freedom of that. Feel the freedom of letting go. I've been practicing that and I highly recommend it because what it does is it just allows you to kind of trip out, to trip out of the perceptual mind, literally to trip out of it into a whole new vast reality of grace. It's like that river. It's like just throwing yourself into it. I don't need to pull it all together. I don't need to remember. The only thing I need to remember is that I am one with God right here, right now. So, that being said, I do want to read just a tiny bit of something that I came across in Journey Beyond Words. Now, if you don't know this book, it's quite a wonderful collection of sayings that came to a dear friend of ours named Brent Haskell. And Brent, well, it was not someone who was wanting to be on the road and be known and be in the circuit like I am sometimes. That's not his thing. He just began to hear this voice. It was the same voice that's within each and every single one of us. And for some people, the volume's turned up a little bit higher. And the volume got turned up pretty high with Brent, just as it had with Helen Schuckman and a few others. And he was hearing the voice of Christ comment on A Course in Miracles. So I want to share just one paragraph from that because it ignites this desire to return to our source, like the song said. So here it is. You are the holy, perfect child of God. Now, I do tend to sometimes change the words a tiny bit. I think the actual words were, you are the holy Son of God. Well, I like to think of it as each one of us, we are the holy, perfect child of God, the single extension of the love and the loveliness of God. It has nothing to do with male or female, brother or sister. It has to do with you, singular. So once again, you are the holy, perfect child of God. You are the expansion of the mind of God. This is what I was talking about before when you're trying to remember a name or your brain it becomes like a sieve. Go with it. Expand. Don't retract. Don't try and pull it together. Just expand in grace. It's a lot of fun. You are the expansion of the mind of God. You are an all-powerful being, a being of light, a being of absolute truth and of absolute love. Don't you love that word, absolute? It means no opposite. It means nothing else. This is absolutely true. There's nothing that you can want for, nothing that you can need, and your sole purpose in being on this earth is to release everything that would keep you from realizing that what I just said is true. So let's go back to what he said, that you are an all-powerful being. You. a being of light, a being of absolute truth and of absolute love. And once again, your sole purpose is to release everything that would keep you from realizing that that's exactly the truth. That what you just heard is the absolute truth about you. That's your sole purpose, your only purpose, the only reason you're here. Ultimately, since your forgiveness is your salvation, in other words, letting it all go, that's your salvation. And since your forgiveness is the salvation of the world, because the whole world is within you now, your forgiveness is only about forgiving all the things that would seem in any way to keep you from the knowledge that you are the invulnerable child of God, a being of light and of love. So that was a big sentence. Let's go back over this one more time. Forgiveness. Let's talk about forgiveness for a moment. Okay. This is what makes you or gives you the salvation of every thought, every block, everything that seemed to keep you away from the reality that you are now. Okay? That's your forgiveness. Letting it all go, seeing through the illusion, seeing through the facade. Your forgiveness is your salvation. That's all you need. And since your forgiveness is also the salvation of the whole world, in other words, there's only one thing that needs to be forgiven. It seems to be an infinite number of things, but there's only one thing that needs to be forgiven, and that's the idea that something needs to be forgiven. Okay, that makes it pretty basic, doesn't it? The idea that something needs to be forgiven. Your forgiveness is only about forgiving all the things that would seem to keep you from the knowledge, all the things that would keep you from the knowledge that you are the invulnerable child of God, a being of light and love. That's who you are now and forever. That's returning to your source, that realization. Take that idea right now and try to feel it. Try to feel its reality. There you go. Just feel that. You are invulnerable. You are holy. You are perfect and healed and whole right now. That's the truth that is known by God, by love, by reality. And you are coming to know that as you release your persona, your personage, your split mind. Feel that now. And finally, true forgiveness is merely the dismissal of all the blocks that would seem to separate you from your inheritance, from your true nature as the perfect child of God. That's your forgiveness. It's happening right now, so jump in. Jump into that river. It'll take you. It knows exactly where to go. You don't need to do anything. It knows because it's being pulled and you're being pulled. We're all being pulled to that infinite ocean of grace. There's no reason to be sitting at the side in this parched desert any longer. The world that you think you see is not reality. Be certain of that because it's certainly certain of you. And that's all you need to know. Love claims you here and now. So, what a great way to begin our Monday. I'm going to be sharing little videos and songs like that all during the week this week. I'm still here in Portland. I'll be back in Mexico later this week, maybe Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure yet. But looking forward to being here, and I'm very grateful to be here. So, Vicky, why don't you take it from here?
Okay, Brother James, I will. So, oh wow. When we just rest and relax into no definition, just wherever we are, if you're outside, if you're inside, it's to me, CC, constant contact. It's really that simple. Just staying aware of this presence that by now we do know we are. However we've come into it, we all know that, or we wouldn't listen to each other every day. We wouldn't be bothered. We'd get bored. But we know that's true. And enjoying it, resting into it. And you don't have to know, oh, is the world real or not? When you rest into what is true, the other stuff doesn't matter. There's nothing to forgive anymore. You just see it's not in the way. And that's what happens when we relax into this and that shift happens, what he's calling that holy instant. We relax into that spaciousness and nothing's in the way, nothing of the world or time and space. You see how it's nothing and it's not worth the least bit of effort. But in resting into what is true, whatever is needed or helpful or a way to give, because it's not even about being helpful anymore. It really is about just giving of ourselves, because in the giving, we stay receptive. In being grateful, we stay receptive. In enjoying, resting, we stay receptive. That's all we really needed to stay in this constant contact, staying receptive to what is true rather than trying to figure out what isn't true and handle it. That's what time and space is. Staying, we're focused on what isn't true, situations, pain, the world, sickness. Then we try to deal with it. And when we just let it be, pay attention to what is, and rest into that natural presence, and it's always right there. It's just our turning to it wholly. That when dear one said you have to subtract yourself, it's like we have to subtract our own ideas. No, don't worry about your body or anything else. Just what ideas we hold. And what is helpful is to take nothing for granted anymore. Oh, I take it for granted that I should eat a balanced meal, that I should walk, that I should this, that. Don't take anything for granted. Stay in constant contact with this space inside. That space inside is the warehouse, the treasure house, the storehouse, Jesus calls it. It's the source that we really are, rather than the projection we've played out ourselves to be. So when a pain comes, when an upset comes, instead of wrestling with it, oh, time to return. Got to go back to the source to see that none of that is so, and show me what is so. And by resting into it, become receptive. And then the world is not in the way. Neither are our little specifics. When we subtract our own thinking away by being receptive, receptive is one way of subtracting ourselves away, because there's no effort into maintaining anything anymore. It's just, oh, I'll be receptive. And then being receptive, the flow of love, like a faucet, gets turned on, and the faucet just wants to give, it wants to go forth. And then whatever prompt comes, it's natural to follow it. The prompt may be just to have a glass of water. The prompt may be to sit here and do nothing. It really brings us into a state of I need do nothing. I need do nothing of my own. I need be all that I am from this source, from this willingness to rest in the source, willingness to rest my own thinking, ideas. When they start shouting at me, or, oh, you've got a pain, oh, you better do this, oh, you better do that. Oh, just kind of be a kid and look at it with, I don't know. I'm not gonna make it bigger anyway. I'm not gonna engage it and make something of it. I'll just look at it with a little bit of wonder and return to being receptive. What is it that sparks receptivity in you? Is it gratitude? Is it saying a prayer? Is it saying a rosary? Is it knitting, crocheting? Anything can do it, because that's what subtraction of your own ideas is. It's whatever relaxes us into the spaciousness of what is only, in grace and God's love that we are one in. is the only reality. And then when we start experiencing it by being open, it becomes fun. It's a celebration because it's just being like a kid. It's just being our natural way. And it doesn't have a formula and it doesn't have any kind of measurement to it. It's just, all right, I'll enjoy the flower in front of me. Okay, I'll just stay receptive and I'll let everything else come and go because the wave of love, when we're in the source, welcomes everything, even the bumps in time and space. If we don't resist them and welcome into the spaciousness, the fluidity of grace that we are, see, we're fluid. That's why we belong to music, why we belong to singing more than to structured words. The fluidity of what we are allows a dissolving of what we're not. If we welcome it and don't change it, fix it, solve it, just, okay, I see I'm thinking that. I don't want to think that anymore. Here I am to love. Here I am to love. And let love define everything, express everything through me. And I need do nothing on my own. I'll follow the prompt. I see Scott's in the chair. I'm going to follow the prompt and let him sing. So thank you all. I love you all.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Vicky.
Happy Monday. Thank you,
Happy
Brother Jay.
Monday to you as well. I'm so glad that Elaine is there with you. And I believe you are going to be joining a gathering of our dear siblings in New York for the 50th anniversary celebration of A Course in Miracles. Is that right?
That's right. The East Coast headquarters are going to be at Allen's, who's usually here in his apartment. He's the satellite broadcasting center for the big FIP celebration. And, John Monday and Dove and many will be there. All the local kind of guys, you'll see. Lisa's coming, Lisa Natoli, Corinne Zupka, Patricia Pierce, the local guys that are all here. We'll all be there. And we're kind of the food division, the party division, of course, the catering department. And Alan's made a beautiful video, a pilgrimage video of the steps that Helen and Bill trace through every day, going to Columbia, going on, taking a cab from here to there. He went and did a video on the holy spots of Helen and Bill's time in New York City. So you'll see that.
Oh, I hope
And
so.
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll all be a joy. So
I'd
please
love to
come.
see that video. Okay.
Yeah, you will.
All right. Well, thank you so much. So I see that Scott is there gonna bring us home. So take it away, Scott.
Give me the first line, James.
Um, we're returning to our source. Let's just stay with that. We're returning to our source.
We're returning to our source. We're returning to our source. We don't need to use any force in returning to our source. Just glide, let the wind have your back. You're forever alive, and it's impossible to be off track. We're returning to our source. We're returning to our source, letting go of guilt and remorse. Returning to our source. Returning to our source.
Oh, nice. You end on the major note. I love it. We always start off on the minor and we always end on the major. And to that we say, Amen, 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 e punto. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you all tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye now. Thank you, everyone.